Let's go back to UFC Fight Night London. One of the big stories on Saturday night was England's own Arnold Allen winning against Makwan Amirkhani, one of the, in my opinion, best fights on the card. Very entertaining from start to finish. One of the most interesting fights on paper, and a lot of people gave me crap last week saying that I picked the wrong guy to be on the show, that I picked Makwan, that I really should have, attached my wagon to the horse that is Arnold Allen. I'm here to rectify the situation. He's joining us right now. The Almighty One is joining us, making his MMA Hour debut. Arnold Allen, how are you, my friend? Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing great. It's great to have you on the show. I thought you were going to hold it against me because when I reached out to your friend Luke Barnett, you gave me the one finger salute when I asked you to be on the show. But I'm happy that you're not the grudge holding type.
Nah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I understand.
Okay, so there's a lot to talk to you about here. I really enjoyed the fight. I thought it was a really fun back and forth matchup between, two young up and comers. Let me start with what he said about you last week on the show. He was very dismissive of you, thought that he would finish you in 60 seconds. Did you hear any of that? And did you chalk it up to him just being, overconfident, pre-fight hype? Or did you take this as a personal offense?
Yeah, I took no personal offense at all. He's always saying stuff like that, so I expected him to say it, And no personal. I didn't take anything personally. I expected it to be pre-fight hype, but that's how he fights. He comes out fast, jumping knees, shoots takedowns, and
right.
Yeah, but I knew he wouldn't get it.
Which he ended up doing in the fight. I mean, you saw that coming. You were ready for it, right?
Yeah, for sure. We've been planning that the whole camp.
And so what was interesting was he said to me, I'm going to finish him in 60 seconds, was very somewhat dismissive. And then, when you guys squared off, you seemed like you were buds. You had the little prank on Sean Shelby. Did you talk about that beforehand?
Yeah, it was actually his idea to do that.
Okay.
I was a little surprised that he was so cool. I asked him to sign a hat. I was going to give a hat away to a little kid. I give a hat to a kid, signed by like half the card.
Okay.
Yeah, he was really cool. But I kind of thought he was trying to out nice me. I'm always nice, and I thought instead of being mean, he was trying to be nicer than me. I'm like, oh man, I'm the nice guy.
Right.
I'm the nice guy. This is pro, but yeah, he was cool.
You both look very nice in those suits. I'd say this is one of the better dressed matchups in UFC history. I like yours was nice. Yeah. The 3-piece. I think you went no tie. He had a tie, but together you guys were you brought the fire on the media day.
Yeah, exactly right. When you're fighting a hunk, you have to try your best to become a hunk.
Okay, so you tried to out hunk him. Maybe.
Exactly.
What's this thing that you do with the signatures?
That was one of the...
Go ahead, sorry.
What is that? Oh, that was the main department. Well, I thought he had me in the hunk department. I was sort of a little concerned in that department. Did
you feel like you beat him afterwards after seeing what he wore?
Yeah, I think I won. I looked more relaxed. The no tie, the top button undone. I felt chilled,
And you were drinking tea as well.
Yeah, always the green tea on the media day.
Is that your thing?
It's becoming a thing. It's just the weight cut. I just drink green tea, and I always happen to have a tea.
Speaking of the weight cut, I saw that you were talking a few times on social media about George Lockhart. Was this your first time working with him?
Yeah, that's right. It was amazing. Like he's such a professional. Like I've been telling everyone, I was eating twice as much as I usually eat, and I cut half as much as I usually cut. So yeah, it was an amazing feeling. Like eating so much, losing all that weight.
Yeah, what a life. Why did you hire him? Was it getting tougher as you got older to cut the weight?
Yeah, I've been I come into camp the heaviest I've come in, and Joe Duffy was using him, and he asked me, so I was more than happy to hear that he was coming over.
Why were you heavier this time than usual?
I got a little bit depressed after I had to pull out of my last fight. I was supposed to fight with Bektik back in October, and I was forced off the card, and I kind of got a little bit depressed, and I just sat on my ass until I could train again, eating cake, eating pie, eating pizzas, and watching fights, watching cards go by, and sort of sitting on the sidelines.
Have you ever experienced something like that before? That kind of depression?
No, not really. No, I haven't.
Really? So that was a big card. That was UFC 204, the Manchester card with Bisping and Hendo at the top. What happened when you were forced to pull out? What was the injury?
I wasn't injured. I was sick.
Okay. That's right. Yes, you were sick.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was quite ill. I had like a normal flu, like the beginning of the camp. I thought, okay, no problem. I'll take a week off. I took the week off and I didn't feel any better. And I kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I think I went to the doctors, my local doctor here, and he sort of diagnosed me with like a mild form of pneumonia.
Oh.
And I was on every drug going. Like they were giving me all sorts. So, but yeah, that sucked. That really sucked.
Did you watch the fight? The card?
Yeah. Oh well, on the card, no, I didn't. I actually went away to Budapest because I couldn't be around. I didn't want to be around, so I was just like,
wow.
I'm getting out and I'm gonna, yeah.
And when did you snap out of it?
It was about 5 weeks after the fight. I could train again. I got back into training. I was a little heavy.
Yeah.
I was a little heavy. I was a bit scared to weigh myself. So, yeah, but it was all good.
What's your kind of comfort food of choice?
Oh, pizza. I'm a pizza man.
Yes.
Pizza all day.
Anything in particular on the pizza?
I just have everything, like meat. I just love the meat. Or any meat. Throw meat at it.
Is this pizza in Montreal or pizza in England?
England.
Where's the best pizza place?
Domino's Pizza.
Domino's Pizza? That's the one?
Yeah, I always go for Domino's. It's a bit expensive here, to be fair. Compared to Montreal, it's a lot more expensive, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like £20 for a pizza, you know?
Is that because you're going to like an American brand and not a local brand?
Yeah, probably. The local ones aren't that good, to be fair.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at that guy in back of you. He's just showing us his kibbles and bits right there, huh? He's got a big pair.
Just chilling. Yeah, they're dangling low. They're getting old. They're getting low to the ground.
That's your guy.
He gets, the lower they get.
Wow. You were very excited to see him. I saw that. What's his name?
Trafford. Like Old Trafford, the football stadium.
Right, of course. Man U, right?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't name him, to be honest. He's we rescued him.
Oh,
he was already named.
Okay, so this is your own dog, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then you miss him terribly when you're away in Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. He comes first, and then it's my girlfriend, and then,
damn,
and then everything else.
I hope your girlfriend's not listening.
She doesn't watch this show.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Why don't you bring them over with you to Montreal? You can't do that, right?
No, well, she comes over to visit sometimes, but he's between me and you, he's old. He's on he's on death's door. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Don't tell him that, but
okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's all good.
All right, so then let's get back to the fight. It felt to me like Makwan started off pretty strong, obviously, but then got really tired. I mean, it was very clear, end of the first round, he looked like he was gassed, and it seemed to be a problem for him as the fight went on. Did you notice that as well? Could you feel that?
Yeah, I felt that for sure, and I expected that as well. I've watched, how you do it, you study people's fights, but he's kind of like how do you explain? He fights like he's in a panic, I mean, he wants to come out fast, he wants to get it done, he wants to go home.
Yeah.
I kind of come out and I enjoy it.
Okay.
But, he doesn't seem, he wants to get out, he wants to go home.
So did you try to capitalize on that? Like, did you try to make him feel uncomfortable because there is a part of him, as you believe, that wants to get out? So the longer you keep him in, the more uncomfortable he gets?
Yeah, for sure. I thought I was going to finish it in the second and third, but a couple of silly mistakes I did, going for that guillotine, going for the Kimura and sort of giving up stupid positions. But I think without those mistakes, there would have been a lot more decisive win.
Did you think that you had done enough to win the fight before they announced the scorecards?
Yeah, I thought I won every round.
Oh, okay. Even the first?
Yeah. That was the closest one, I think. But I felt like I did enough.
So, for someone who was bummed to not fight at 204, you had the extended time off, get back in there in front of your home country. Were you happy with your performance? I mean, sometimes it's hard to read you because you're a stoic individual at times.
It was, I'm always happy to win, and I'm happy. The only thing I'm annoyed at is it was the complete opposite of the game plan. I was supposed to, I think a glimpse of it in the third round where I was striking, sprawling, moving. but instead I engaged in his game plan and I had a wrestling match.
Okay.
And but yeah, I'm happy that I've proved that I can beat him, where he wants to fight, on the ground, he wants to take it down. And then, in my opinion, I want it in his game plan, so.
One of my favorite parts of the entire experience was your post-fight interview with Dan Hardy. It was very endearing, at least to me, when you were telling the crowd, come on, fans, stop going on my Twitter and Facebook and telling me that I'm going to lose. When are you guys going to actually support me? Are you not feeling the love from the English fans? What's going on here? Are they doubting you? What's happening?
Yeah, well, you know how it is. It probably happens in a lot of places, but they announce the card and they're like, I see people saying there's nobodies on this card. There's, it's a crap card. Like, why do they put this card? Why do we always get shit cards? And I'm like, oh man, you got the future of the British MMA there. You got legends. You got Brad Pickett obviously having his retirement fight, a guy who sort of paved the way for the British fighters.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't appreciate our homegrown guys. Maybe they want people from the States fighting on our cards. I don't understand, but I thought it was a good card.
Are they coming to you specifically and saying that we think you're going to lose this fight?
No, I've just to be honest, I don't look at these sort of things, but I've been told by friends they've seen on on posts on the UFC's page when they post, and there's English people sort of vote like going for Makwan, wanting him to beat me in England. I'm like, yeah.
What's wrong with these people?
I think I've got more support now. I've had a lot of people send me messages and telling me I've gained their support, that they're supporting me, which is great.
Do you feel like by speaking up, it worked out in your favor? Because it didn't seem like something that you would do, but it felt, at least to me, like you were frustrated. You were tired of all the negativity. Yeah,
definitely. I think in this sport you have to speak up to get anything done, don't you? But unfortunately, that's not my nature. It's not my style to swear. But you don't speak, you don't get anything to happen, I guess. So.
That's right. You also said, you feel like you're too nice to talk smack and, to build up some buzz for your fights. Do you feel like this is holding you back? Like you're in, that Damian Maia category where you're just too nice of a guy to be an MMA fighter? And are you worried that you won't advance because you are too nice?
No, I'm not worried. I've always sort of thought I will, I'm going to push when there's reason to, but right now I'm 23 years old. I'm 3-0 in the UFC. If I start talking smack, and I'll probably advance too good, too fast for myself.
Right.
I end up fighting top 10 before I'm ready to fight top 10 guys. I'm happy the way I'm escalating along the division. I'm happy with it.
You're content.
Yeah.
One thing I love about your story is your family background. Your dad was a power lifter and then transitioned to MMA. Your brother is currently a strongman, right?
That's right.
You never considered doing this though, right? This wasn't cool in your opinion, so you wanted to do something different?
We traveled up and down the country watching my dad compete, and as much as I love supporting my dad, it kind of got boring. It kind of died to me, it was every weekend. It was like, we're going to watch him lift some weights. We're going to watch my dad lift some weights. We're going to watch my dad pull a truck. It kind of got old, But now it's amazing. It's like, I tell everyone the stories. It's amazing.
Now you have an appreciation for it.
Exactly, yeah. And the same thing when I was watching him fight MMA when I was growing up. I thought, MMA sucks. My dad does MMA. I'm not going into MMA. That's not cool. But so I thought I'd do something completely different. And I started boxing, which it's not that different, I guess.
Right. And he,
I got bored of boxing, and here we are.
And his name is Pacer, by the way, which is one of the coolest names I've ever heard. Pacer Allen?
I think he's pretty. That's it, yeah.
How much does he weigh?
I wish he was about. How much does he weigh?
Yeah.
Ooh, you're talking in pounds. He's 100 kilos, so I don't know how much it is in pounds. Was it like two?
Would you say you wish what?
I wish I knew what it was in pounds.
Oh, okay.
He's about kilos.
Is it not true that he only would truly respect you until you could deadlift 200 kilogram?
Yeah, that's right. What was it, last year? I think it was last year. He saw, because my brother was just then sort of getting better at the strongman. He was lifting 300 kilos.
Wow.
And he said, he said I got to pick 200 off the floor. He said, if you want my respect, you got to pick 200 off the floor. And so I got it eventually. So
you did get it.
Can't do it now. Yeah, it was after a fight. I put in a few months, just sort of. I was lifting, and I got it eventually.
Did he go to your fight on Saturday?
Yeah, he did. And
what is your mom involved in sports as well?
No. She's a street brawler.
A street brawler?
Yeah, my mom's insane, man. You don't want to get on the wrong side of my mom. My dad sounds like it, but he's not the one. It's her.
Your mom has actually gone into street fights, legit.
She's probably had more fights than me.
What? Over what?
Got missing teeth and everything.
Get out of here.
Yeah, for real. She's crazy.
Are you close with your mom?
Yeah.
Was she at your fight as well?
No, she's banned. She's banned from coming to the fights.
Come on. Are you kidding with me right now?
Yeah, she gets out of control. So, I don't want to. She can't come.
Is that true?
Yeah.
What did she do at the fight to get banned? Who banned her? You or the UFC?
Me. She just it's not like she gets crazy, but she gets crazy with some people. I remember an amateur fight she come to. There was she sort of implied that she'd fight the guy's girlfriend or something.
Oh my gosh.
So I beat this guy when I was like 15, and she came in the changing room. I was talking to him. She said something like, yeah, I'd beat you in a fight as like a joke. And my mum sort of stepped forward and was like, yeah, and I'd beat you. And I was just like, oh. Yeah.
So she has to stay home.
Yeah. She has to stay home, exactly.
Is she mad about this?
Someone's got to look after this.
That's true.
She is mad about it, yeah. She is mad about it. But I think she understands now.
Would you consider lifting the ban or never?
Yeah, I'd consider lifting the ban. She just got to... Maybe if she doesn't drink. She doesn't come to the show and drink, we're cool. But she has to drink to deal with the nerves. So
I understand. It's a vicious cycle.
Exactly.
It's like that character Fat Bastard in Austin Powers. He eats because he's unhappy, and he's unhappy because he eats.
Oh, man, I'm going to tell my mom you're comparing
No.
to Fat Bastard.
I'm just talking.
Over there before you know it.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Allen. I apologize. Do you have any other siblings or just you and your brother?
I have a half brother, but we're kind of close. Like we're friendly, we get along, but we don't really see each other.
Do you think you'll ever transition to the strongman stuff to follow in your father and brother's footsteps?
Yeah, not competing, but I always thought once I retire, I'm just gonna lift a load of weights and see how strong I can get, just out of interest.
That is fascinating.
Everyone likes having big guns.
What's the highest your dad got as far as strongman is concerned?
I believe in 1999 he was ranked among like the top 30 strongest men in the world.
Wow.
It's kind of, I know records weren't kept very well back then, but yeah, that's something my brother dug out on paper a few weeks ago.
Unbelievable. And then as far as you're concerned, how quickly do you want to return?
I was saying I'd like to have like 3 fights this year,
Yeah.
I'm not too bad. I'm not really injured that much. I kind of injured my wrist on one of the left hands I threw, so that should be fine. But yeah, maybe like July. July would be nice.
July, perhaps in Scotland.
Oh, is that in July, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. Are you going to go back to Montreal?
Yeah, I'm planning to go back and help a friend of mine, Louis Sanadaki, who was in my corner. He's fighting a southpaw as well, so I'd like to go out and return the favor and help him.
You enjoy it over there? That's my hometown,
Oh, for real? I've never seen you. Where you been?
Well, I don't live there, but I am from there, proudly from there. I got the Canadian flag right over here, but yes, that is where I'm from. Do you like living there when you're there?
I do in summer. I love it in summer.
Yes.
In winter, oh man, it's crazy.
It is.
It's too cold for me.
I know.
I just sort of lock myself in the dorms and look out the window and wait for sun. But yeah, it's not bad. It's a nice city. I like it.
By the way, one thing I've always wanted to ask you, BFA in your social media, what is that?
It's Babyface Assassin. It's someone, Ashley Grimshaw. I don't know if you know Ashley Grimshaw, but he come up with this nickname when I was fighting amateur. I think I was 16 years old, and he came up with it, and it never stuck. But I put my name as it on Twitter and Instagram, and I just never changed it. I never thought to change it.
All right, but that's not your nickname. Yeah. Your nickname is Almighty, which a sponsor gave you, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe I'm going to lean towards the AAA way now, like Triple G. It looks
AAA
good for
works.
Triple G. Maybe I can.
I like AAA.
Yeah, I feel like AAA works. I want to go with it.
Okay. All right. Well, I wish you the best. Congratulations. Great to have you on the show for the first time. Are we going to have some celebratory pizza now that you won? Or are we going to lay off?
Oh, man, I've had about 3 or 4 pizzas already.
All right.
I ordered 3 right after.
All right. Well, enjoy them. And again, congratulations, and say hello to your guy over there. What was his name? I didn't catch his name.
Trafford.
Trafford. That's right. Of course. We spoke about that.
He's pissed. He's pissed off. I don't think he's too happy.
I think he heard what you said about him. A little cutie. All right. Well, enjoy your time with him. And again, congratulations. A great performance. Enjoyed every minute of it, including the pre-fight suit, and looking forward to your return. Thank you, Arnold.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you. Hopefully see you soon.
Yes, absolutely. There he is, the almighty one, Arnold Allen, joining us. Big win over Makwan Amirkhani on Saturday in London.